Hey guys, Brooksy Tech here, and just got a new motherboard in. I am really excited for this build. I finally broke down and I am making the switch back to AMD. It's been a long while. I used to only build with AMD back when I kind of first started building computers. I felt like they were the value. You got a lot of performance for the price, and then Intel just, was crushing it back in the Ivy Bridge, Sandy Bridge era, and I kind of stuck with them since, but I am ready to build a new system. So we have here today, I'm going to be unboxing and doing an overview of the MSI B450 Gaming Plus motherboard. I got this on a really good deal. It's an Amazon warehouse. They're having their 20% off sale. I think it's still going on right now. This is kind of late January. So, you might, if you watch this video, you might want to see if they're still doing it. This was 74 bucks shipped to my door. I ordered this Wednesday. It is now Friday. And I'm really excited for the Ryzen processor here. I got the 3600. This thing is fast, and for 190 bucks, you can't beat it. I think even Newegg has it right now for 180. So that is a screaming deal. And then I just bought the cheapest DDR4 3200 RAM. This was about 65 bucks, 16 gigs. I got another deal on eBay for a matching pair for about 55 bucks. So anyways, let's set these aside and dig into the motherboard. I will be having a build video coming out as well. But anyway, so we got the box here, B450 AMD motherboard Gaming Plus. Kind of just says Ryzen Desktop 2000 ready. It does have BIOS flashback, so if the BIOS does not have a current enough revision for the Ryzen 3600, this is one you can flash by just sticking a USB drive into the system. So I'll also be doing a video on that. Anyways, let's take a look. On the sides here, kind of more just, just the name of the motherboard and the MSI logo. Same on the side. The back, it just kind of has some details, warning, just warnings and stuff like that. Support for AMD, DDR4, the PCI Express slots, and again, both sides. And then here's just kind of like the serial number and stuff like that. And on the back here, we have the, let's see if you can see that better, just kind of the motherboard, just some quick details, all their, funny software and stuff that you can use. I usually don't install this stuff, but it looks like it does have some debug LEDs, so that's always nice. But anyways, let's dig in. All right, so opening it up, we got the motherboard here first. I'll go ahead and set this to the side. It was wrapped in this bubble wrap, but I already peeked in here just to make sure it came with everything. So we just got, a basic driver CD. I don't know if anybody even uses these anymore. So I'll set this to the side. We do have just a little thank you card, probably for like registering and stuff like that. Now, a quick installation guide. Basic stuff. If you've never installed the computer before, though, this is definitely helpful. So we'll save that for later. And then just another thing, case standoff notification. Just another precaution, kind of help in this installation. Looks like here we got a little advertisement book. Showing off their different video cards and kind of just gaming peripherals, stuff like that. Oh, I didn't know MSI. It looks like they're making some high-end gaming monitors as well. Then I'm excited for this. We do have the manual, kind of just going over the motherboard. The listing on Amazon, the warehouse deal, said it didn't come with a manual. So it is nice to have, but not a big deal because these are always available on the website. I've already been looking it over. And then IO Shield, this was what I was most concerned about because these are, can be hard to find or are expensive to buy on eBay. I have had luck in the past though. In fact, with MSI, I had an old like AM3 motherboard that I bought used and it didn't come with a IO Shield, and they actually sent me one free of charge. So that was really nice, but excited to have it. It's got the kind of gaming design on it. I don't really care too much, but it is, again, nice to have. Just a little sticker here. I probably won't use that, but, cool. You know, I can always pass it on when I resell the motherboard, and just some basic SATA cables. All right, so let's take a look at the motherboard. So it looks like the motherboard hasn't even been opened. I'm wondering if someone just bought this and returned it, decided to go with something else. But this is one of the kind of better budget motherboards from the research I did. Sounds like the Tomahawk is a little better, with a little better cooling, but this should be more than adequate. I did like how this one had more PCI lanes, so. You guys have to excuse me, I have a cough right now, so just trying to get over that. So looking on the back here, you know, just basic motherboard. Looks like some screws for the coolers, other than you know, just kind of the push pin style. We have our audio, and then onboard video if you have a AMD G processor. You know, kind of just some USB 2 and USB 3 here. Oh, excuse me. And then this is the BIOS button. So you give power to the motherboard, and you plug in a USB, and then you press this, and it'll actually flash the BIOS. So real nice to have that. And then here we have the motherboard. You know, I'm a big fan of the red and black. I know some people don't love it, but you know, I'm excited to have it. So looks like here we got you know, some pretty big VRM heat sinks for it. Here's the CPU power, the power supply, 24 pin. I believe this is for audio, amplifier. Looks like our front panel audio. I think this is a printer port. I'm not sure, like the serial connection. Looks like this is the front. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe, I don't think that's USB. Those are over here. I think there's just some diagnostic and RGB here. I think there's another RGB port up here as well. Here's a system fan, USB, another USB 2.0, USB 3.0. It's nice to have that. Here's the front panel, probably another diagnostic or something. Looks like CMOS reset, stuff like that. It does have 6 SATA 3 ports, but if you do use an NVMe, which I will be, it actually disables 2 of them. So kind of a bummer. I do have a need for 6 ports, but you know, I have a bunch of drives I'm not using that I just like to have in my computer, so I can just take those out or plug them if I need. It has some more fan headers up here. It looks like it has, I think it has 6 total, so that's really nice. A lot of motherboards are kind of skimping on those, especially for the price. You know, your DDR4 slots. You know, I like the design. I've always had good luck with MSI products, so anyways, I'm really excited to build with this. I think one thing to note with the PCI, so this is 16X, I think, with the Ryzen 3, and this is a 4X slot. But if you use any of these 3 slots, it actually downgrades to a 1X slot. So that's kind of a bummer, because I do need the 4X speed for, I have a 10 gig SFP plus card that I use to talk to my kind of file server. It's nice to have that fast transfer speeds. I will have to test to see what the speed is at 1X, because I don't need the full 10 gig, but it is nice to have, like, you know, at least 5 gig or even, you know, 8 gigabits per second, which is pretty fast. And then I think this last port is independent, so it doesn't, if you use this last PCI Express slot, it doesn't downclock this one. Yeah, but anyways, excited to do a build on this. Hopefully next week sometime I'll finally get it together. I still need to do a review, kind of like a follow-up review on my X79 build, but this one should blow that one out of the water. So, you know, excited to have the DDR4 RAM at 3200 and do some overclocking. I haven't really messed too much with overclocking in a while, as I've just had Intel locked CPUs. But yeah, stay tuned for more videos. on kind of my AM4 journey. And I hope you guys like the video. Give it a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more content. Thanks. Bye.